Hello guys, welcome to another React Native development tutorial. My name is Lawson Luke. So in this video we'll be creating a draw navigation for React Native. Right here as you see. Yeah, so this is sliding draw navigation. This is home, this is about here so you can see here. And this is contact. And this is service. Okay, so we're creating everything as it is like this. Let's get to it and see how it works out. So the first thing we'll do here is to create a new folder that will hold a project. So I'm going to navigate to my documents. So within this document, I want to navigate to a folder called projects. So here I'm going to create a new folder here. So I'm going to say make directory. Let's call this React Native. There's a folder. So I'm going to seed into that folder. So I'm in the folder now. So what I'm going to do is to install React Native within this folder. So to do that, we'll just write npm install -g, or can use npm i -g, and then we'll just install React Native CLI. So what this will do is to install React Native within this folder that we just created. Okay, so it has been successfully installed. So what we're going to do next is to init a folder. So just do React Native init. So I'll just call folder. I'll just call this React Native. Is a new folder. So it's going to install the necessary components and iOS and Android folder within this init folder right here. So our dependencies have been added successfully. So what we'll do next is to cd into that folder. So let's see here. So the folder is React Native. So cd into React Native folder right here. And what we want to do is to add the necessary dependencies that we'll need for the navigation drawer. So our app has been launched successfully on the simulator, as you can see shown here on the screen. So what we'll do next is to modify the codes to begin to make the change. So open up your code in your favorite editor. I'm on to Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to open the app.js file here, which is this is the code I'm going to be modifying. But besides modifying this one, I'm still going to create other screens as well and other files. So the first thing I want to do here first is to create a folder right here. I'm going to call it screens. Here I'm still going to create another folder right here. I'm going to call it assets. Yeah, so within this assets folder, I'm going to have another folder which I'll call images. So this will hold my images. For the images I want to use here, I'm just going to copy them from my directory. And so within resources, so I want to copy this one and this one. Okay, so what I'll do is to go paste them within that my project here. It's in document. So here, so this is my React Native project here. So I want to paste them right here. Okay. So I'm pasted. So what I'll do now is to modify this here. So I'm just going to get rid of all these codes right here. And from here. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this one as well. Okay, so I'll begin to modify this one here. So I want to have class app extends component right here. Okay, so here within here I want to have my render method. So here I'm going to return. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to create my navigation options here. So what I'll do here, so I'm going to have a constant called this draw navigator. And it calls create draw navigator right here. Okay, so within here, what I want to have, I'm going to have my screens. So I'm going to have home here. I'm going to have screen. So this should be, I'll just call this home screen. Here I'm going to have navigation options as well. Navigation options. So here I want to have a draw icon. So here I'm going to have my icon. Before that, let me just write the icon first. So I'm going to import it later, and I'm also going to create these screens right here. So name should be, just call this home. For this should be small letter. Let's give it a size of 24. Let's give it a color of burnt orange. Okay, so hopefully. Okay, so as you can see here. So I want to have other screens as well. So I'm going to paste this here. So here should be about screen. About screen. So here, I'll use an info circle. So here should be contact screen. So here I'll use envelope. And just one more. So here will be my so I want to change this from home to, let this be about, let this be contact, let this be service. So here it will be my service screen. So I'll just call this cog. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so what I want to do next is to set my initial route. So here I'm going to have this. Yes, I'm going to have initial route name. So here should be home. Right here. Okay, so here I'm going to have a const, just call this app2, and it calls create app container. So here I have my draw navigator passed here, so which is this one here. So here I'm going to pass my app2. Okay, so I want to import vector icons here. So just going to do the necessary importations to make this work. So what I'll do is to import vector icons. So I'm going to import icon from this one here. So since I'm using font awesome, I'm going to put font awesome here. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to create these screens and also import them as well. So what I'll do here, I'm going to create this screen. So within here, I'm going to have a new file. It's called this home screen.js. Here, I'm going to have about screen. So here I'm going to have contact screen.js, and then finally I'm going to have service screen JS right here. So here I'm going to import them here. So I'm going to import home screen from, so it should be from screens. So it should be home screen. Here I'm going to import about screen. So this should be about screen here. I'm going to import contact screen. And then finally I'm going to import service screen. So hopefully that makes sense. So what I want to do next is to create my custom drag component. So I'm going to do that here, just here. So I'm going to have constant here. Just call this custom draw content component. So we call to just call this here props. So here I'm going to have view. I'm going to have here I'm going to call safe area view. Yeah. So I'm going to have a view here. Okay, so here I'm just going to add some stylings here. So here I'm going to add style equals justify content. I'm going to set it to center. Give this a height of 200. So here I'm gonna call image background right here. So I'm gonna have image background here. So I want to import my image first before I do that. So to import my image, I'm just gonna call here. So I'm gonna say import. So it's import black from assets images. So it should be black.jpg. I'm going to import the other icon as well. Should be favorite PNG right here. So what I'll do next here now is to add the image background for that. So here I'm going to have source. I'm just gonna do a bit of styling here. Yeah, I'm gonna create a style for this. I'll just call this let's call this draw image. And I'm gonna create a style for this and so within here I want to have my image as well. And so I want to style this too. Or what I'll do, I'll just change this to, I'll just call this background container. Just a styling name. I don't want to confuse it with this one. So here I'm going to have my source here. So I'm going to call my image fave. So I'm going to style this as well. So this should be styles that just call this draw image. Right here. So I'm going to add the text in here. I'm going to style this one too. So I'll just call styles that let's call this image text for the name. So here what I want to call this pass 20 innovations. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so so here, so what I'm going to do next here is to pass the props for the drawer items. So here I'm just going to create a new view. And so I'm going to pass the pass drawer items here. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is to apply these styles here. So I'm going to apply these styles in here. So I'm going to call this a container, the flex of 1. I'm sorry, here I'm going to have my background container. Here is actually what I used, and so I'm just putting the container in case I need it. Here I'm going to set position to absolute. Set top 0. I'm going to set left to 0. I'm going to set right to 0. I'm going to set bottom as well. 0. Align items. I'm going to set it to center. Okay, so for the draw items, for the draw image rather, here, which I used, so I'm going to say draw image. We'll set the height to let's set height to 50. I'm going to set width to 200. I'm going to set align self to center. For the image text, I'm going to set align self to center. I'm going to set color should be white. Get a padding of 10. Font weight should be bold. Font style should be italics. Okay, so what I'll do next, here we have this manager root name. I'm going to call content component, custom component, and specify drawer position. Should be at the left. Draw toggle. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. We'll save this. I'll just go to the home screen here and just I think I'm just going to copy some of these here. I'm just going to copy some of these here and paste this here. So here, I'm just modify this, just put component here. You actually do export react.component if you want to, anyway. So make something like this class home screen. Extends. So here, so you can actually do react component, but it's already called that. I'm just gonna leave it. Let's see here. I want to have my render method. Here. I'm gonna have my return. Right here. So here I want to have view. Okay. So I want to import my icons here because I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna import icon from React navigation, React native vector icon. So I'm going to load it. I can load font. So within here, I'm going to have I'm going to have a safe area view. Yeah. So here I'm going to have untouchable opacity. So I want to import that here too as well. So within here I'm going to have my icon. Give it the size of this and give it a color. Okay, so within here I'm going to just have a view here. So text, so here will be, let's call this home screen. I'm going to style this and give it some inline styling. Okay. So here I'm going to give this inline styling too, with a flex of 1. We'll style this. Line items, that should be flex. Start. With a margin of 10 or maybe 16. I'm going to add on price here. Perhaps that's navigation. That's open drawer. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to save these. I'm going to copy these two and just paste them here. I need to export this. So paste this here too. So here will be about screen. Paste this here. Here will be contact screen. Finally here will be service screen. So here export default service screen. So we'll save this here. So go ahead and run this and see what we get. Oops, I think we got a typo error somewhere here. So this should be view. Should be view. So I'm just going to change it for all of them. I think that's what we use. So. Should be view as well. Should be view. Okay, so I'll just reload this. It should be italic. Let's call our image background here. Let's call our image here. Okay, so we need to call these draw items right here. See here, we'll call draw items. Okay, so hopefully that makes a lot of sense. So you can see our app has been displayed here. So this should be open drawer here. This should be open drawer as well. It's a function. So here we open drawer 2. So okay, here we have it. And so what we can do, we can go ahead and resize this image, and it looks way too big. Come to a drawer image. Let's give this 50. This should be drawer image. Okay, so here we have it. Right, so you can see for the about screen, I think we need to put a flex here. Style equals, and just call this flex 1. Yeah, I think we need to do this too for the other ones, otherwise to make the element show. I'll put this here. Put this here as well. Alright, so I'll click on this so you can see home screen. For clicking contacts, so for click on service, so we can make some changes here. It's called this service. We've literally copied everything, that's why, so that we can track the changes in here. So it should be about. Okay, so hopefully, right. So we'll do service. We get service screen. And we'll do home. We get our home screen right here. So hopefully this tutorial makes a lot of sense. I'm going to put all the dependencies in the description that we need to do. So this is it here in a package JSON file. So we need to call react-native gesture handler, react-native paper, reanimated, screens, vector icons, React navigation, and React navigation drawer. So I'm going to put this dependency in the description since we can have access to it. So hopefully this tutorial makes a lot of sense. Thank you for watching, and to subscribe to the channel to get more exciting contents like this.